This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Hi my viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. And in the news for today, November 2, 2022, hundreds of children involved in major crimes, police say. Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson says that the High Command is concerned about the increasing number of children involved in major crimes in Jamaica. He says a recent review of the crime data showed that children 15 to 17 years old have been committing hundreds of major crimes since 2019. General Anderson, who was speaking at a press briefing on Tuesday, revealed that since 2019, children have been charged with 875 major crimes in the country. A further breakdown shows that there have been 79 charged with murder, 66 charged for shooting, while 175 children have been charged with rape over the period. Some 256 charges have been laid against the children for breaches of the Firearms Act, 175 for break-ins, 89 for cases of robbery, and 65 for aggravated assault. The police commissioner warned that these children are getting into an early career of violence and crime, and the country has to collectively decide how we are going to save them.
During that time period, children have been charged with 875 major crimes in Jamaica. There have been 79 murder charges, 66 for shooting. A total of 175 children have been charged for rape over the period. There have been 256 charges for breaches of the Firearms Act, 175 for break-ins, 89 cases of robbery, and 65 for aggravated assault. These individuals who, if we do not act collectively, are getting into an early career of violence and crime. We are bringing this to the nation's attention because, as a society, we have to decide how we are going to save them.
Immigration officers meet with a minister following sick out. In a bid to stave off industrial action by the island's immigration officers, National Security Minister Dr. Harris Chang on Monday held high-level talks with their union, the National Workers' Union. The immigration officers employed to the Passport Immigration and the Citizenship Agency, PICA, went on a sick-out last week to protest against what they described as poor treatment by the leadership of the agency. NWU General Secretary Granville Valentine told the news that a number of issues affecting the immigration officers were discussed with the minister, chief of which is the complaint that workers were interdicted unfairly and unjustly. Mr. Valentine maintained that the punishment is brutal, considering an interdicted worker's pay is cut during the investigative process, which sometimes lingers for 2 years with no hearing.
We have outlined our cases, and our position still stands that these workers were interdicted unfairly and justly, and it is a brutal type of punishment to have someone an interdiction for 2 years with no hearing. We also clearly outlined to the Minister and Permanent Secretary of the team our discomfort and disquiet about the manner in which people are being interdicted, where none of these persons are given any interdiction hearing. Persons are being punished by cutting their salary when interdiction is a mere investigative process, and persons are out there for long, protracted periods without enjoying the benefits of their full salary. Some of the workers are merely getting $5,000 per month after deductions. Will continue to work with the minister and the permanent secretary, and we are expecting that they will keep their word. But for now, the workers, while still being restive, we are willing to give this approach a chance, and we look forward to some closure in an expeditious manner.
Retirement dump to be relocated. Steps are being taken to relocate the retirement disposal site near Granville, St. James. Several recent fires at the site have led to increased calls for it to be relocated. Member of Parliament for West Central St. James, Marlene Malahoo Fort, said measures have been implemented to reduce the number of fires at the disposal site. But she said work on the relocation is already underway as a team is identifying alternative locations. Mrs. Malahoo Fort noted that the local government minister will make further announcements about the move and engage with the people to get their input. The MP was making her contribution to the state of the constituency debate in the House of Representatives on Tuesday afternoon. Police hoping to question person of interest in Anika Townsend death soon. The police high command says it is hoping to begin questioning the man listed as a person of interest in the death of social media personality Anika Townsend, popularly known as Slickiana, later this week. Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey gave an update on the status of the investigation at a Jamaica Constabulary Force press briefing Tuesday afternoon. The person of interest is not yet in custody, but DCP Bailey revealed that an attorney has indicated that he will take him in on Thursday of this week. The news was informed that a post-mortem is slated to be conducted next week on the body of Miss Townsend. The body of the 35-year-old woman, who was from Waterloo Road in St. Andrew, was found in the sea in Reading, St. James on October 21. Roshane Patterson, a resident of Hanover, was later listed as a person of interest.
The matter is actively being pursued. We are at a very delicate position at this time, but what I will say to the public that we are actively pursuing the matter. In fact, I can say this publicly that an attorney reached out to me and indicated that he will take him in on Thursday of this week.
Health Minister awaiting final PAHO report on newborn deaths at the VJH. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says he is awaiting a final report from the Pan American Health Organization on its investigation into the deaths of newborns due to a bacterial outbreak at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. In his first official statement since the matter became public, Dr. Tufton on Tuesday afternoon told the House of Representatives that PAHO is expected to provide conclusive details. He reiterated that the entity was called in to conduct an independent examination to determine what caused the deaths of the newborns, as well as to identify whether there were any additional issues. PAHO was also asked to look at other institutions since they were going to be here, Dr. Tufton explained, pointing to the team's visit to Spanish Town Hospital and the Bustamante Hospital for Children. Despite the suggestions from the opposition, Dr. Tufton has maintained that there was no bacterial outbreak at any other health facility apart from Victoria Jubilee Hospital. In response to questions about why patients were not transferred to another hospital, given the possibility of infection, the health minister said the affected areas were isolated, so the risk around the new patients minimized. But he acknowledged that there aren't a lot of options in terms of neonatal intensive care units in the country to which patients could have been transferred. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.